Hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have come with another update from our Prime Minister, opening our eyes to ask these questions that he's about to ask. That's why and how the Northerners woke up one day and they said they have 12 states of Sharia law. 12 states. Who voted for them? If they say we are one in Nigeria, how and when did they vote for it and we did not know? We have been talking about referendum so that everybody will vote. They said no. But on their own, they will go and make up their mind and say a thing and stand by it and push it to the public and force you to accept it, because they're actually pushing so hard to make sure that you accept the Sharia law. But I thank God that Igbo people are not the same with other people. Actually, we are not. If we are cowards, long time ago, these people would have sold us. Long time ago, they would have shut us up. Long time ago, they would have defaced us. We will not even look good. But then, something is happening. Hatonye, aitopo. Hatonye, aitopo. That's why there's no peace in Nigeria. I want you to listen to our dear Prime Minister, who has all it takes to defend Biafra. Over to you, my Prime Minister.
Let them attack the businesses and let the news report it. We're going to document everything, and I want them to increase the attack on those things because it's going to really help us. Now, let me tell you one thing. I want to tell you, how did the northern Nigeria become a Sharia state? Did you vote for it? Were there any referendum conducted that the 12 northern states would become Islamic Sharia state? The answer is no. But when it comes to us, they remind you that you don't have it in the constitution. How did they become Sharia state? How did you become a resident in a country, in a state, in the northern state, where if you commit something that you are not even part of them, they stone you to death? Deborah is one of them. Deborah and one of our brother was stoned to death. It is in the history of Nigeria. And these people are not Muslims. So under which referendum did northern Nigeria become Sharia state? Why other places are using secular law? I am asking question and I want people to answer me. Where was the referendum conducted? Who approved that northern Nigeria will have a different law called Sharia? Why other part of Nigeria will be practicing secular, the constitutional law or whatever, customary law, whatever they call them? Who approved it? Nigeria is complete mistake. And this fraud and mistake is something that we cannot continue to live till eternity. That's why we have to separate, go our separate ways, so that those who believe in Sharia law can enjoy the Sharia law, while those who believe in common law system can enjoy their common law system, like us. You cannot be operating two different laws in one country. Who does that? Northern Nigeria already divided, and they are using our resources to feed themselves. Why they enjoy Sharia? We don't believe in Sharia. We don't want Sharia law. So under which referendum, under which law, how did they manage to become 12 northern Sharia state? These things happen right in front of our nose, in front of our eyes. Under our nose, we see that northern Nigeria become Sharia state, and nobody did anything. And when you talk, they say you have representative. Which representative? An issue of importance like that, a very national issue like that, is not issue to be decided by the incompetent people you called representative at the National Assembly. No, it is beyond them. It is something that needed a national voice, where everybody will say, yes, we want northern Nigeria, we accept them to become a Sharia state. That did not happen. So what the Biafra have done is to right the wrong that Nigeria have been doing in the past by conducting this self-referendum. Not just that we are saying, oh, everybody want Biafra. We want Biafra. Yes, we want Biafra. Like every other organization who fought Biafra has done in the past. They will tell you, everybody want Biafra, everybody want Biafra. There is no document anywhere. Everybody want Biafra, everybody want Biafra. There is no evidence anywhere. Nigeria continue to tell you, Ndibo don't want Biafra, Ndibo don't want Biafra. Today, we have evidence that at least over 50 million people say they want Biafra. and we want people that will say they don't want Biafra, how many there are. That is democracy. That is true democracy that Biafra government has come to implement and institute according to international standard and international law. The law, the Montevideo Convention state what criteria that is needed to be qualified as a statehood. We have actually overmet this criteria. And that's where we are today. So my brother and my sisters, those that are raising concern about the Hizbah police, please pray that their terrorism activities against our people should increase, because we are going to use it. It is part of the grievances that we're going to use in the declaration. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Because I remember vividly when they interviewed Zamfara State Governor, that is France 24 News, interviewed him, and he was saying he prayed that Nigeria should be fully Sharia-ized. You understand? That was about 3 or 4 years ago, and the northern students were forced to learn Quran laws. You understand? They were forced to be studying it. The videos are there. So I am so much afraid at which these Hizbah are operating now, that nobody is challenging them. That is why I asked this question, sir. Thank you very much for the answer.
Yeah, please, we need those documents and those videos to be forwarded to the media team, so that the committee will also take a very good, make a very good reference to it.
Yes, sir. Ugo 247 has the video, sir.
Ugo 247 and the report, or the link that is leading to that, please, we need it forwarded to me, so I will send it to the committee. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Helen. Thank you. And it is so interesting that it's happening. You know, sometimes you look at them happening and you say these are answered prayers, because we want them to increase. The prayer you pray is let it increase. Let Hizbah take over the whole Sharia, make all the whole North Sharia. Let them continue. So we're not going to challenge them. Since they are not challenging them in their country, let them continue. That will bring the end of Nigeria as quickly as possible.
All right, I will take only one more question. We'll have another meeting.
Wow, you see, then we are going to give the privilege to our Dominica. Dominica, please grab the mic and bring that question, please.
Hello, good evening, my PM. Thank you for all you're doing. I'm very grateful, and I pray God continue to give you the wisdom, the understanding, the strength, and the stamina to continue with what you're doing, because it's a heavenly mandate, and we appreciate you for all the sacrifices you're taking on our behalf. And also, I use the opportunity to thank the cabinet members that are here present, and all the goodwill Biafrans here present, and all the Nigerian government that's secretly listening to what you're saying. I hope they're taking notes. My question is, I know we're declaring a Biafra in Finland because of the insecurity back at home. In that same regard, what do we expect with regard to insecurity on the same day we're declaring Biafra back at home? Will there be any special protection for the people at home? Will there be any special security issue that needs to be put in place? Just that people are asking me this question, and I needed to forward it to you. Thanks, my PM.
But the protection in Biafra land already. Are you not seeing it?
The reason I don't know whether you know that there are some questions that you don't need to ask. There are some questions that you can actually address yourself. You know, this is the reason I made a video. I made yesterday. You know, making for the point very clear what happens after declaration. And even today, I've actually explained what we do. There is nothing changing. The security of our land is our utmost priority, and it will continue like that. We'll continue to defend our people as much as we can. So anybody expecting a specific security measure or anything like that is not following what we're doing. And I don't expect such question from you, who is a cabinet member of the government.
No, PM, the reason why I'm asking it, like in some rural areas, especially like places like Delta, some forests in Anyoma State, some forests in Eka State, they are still killing people around that area, and the security is it's very, very bad. So I know, I understand what you're saying, but it's just the people are afraid that when Biafra is declared, the rural areas might.
The PM have heard you, and I think he's responding. So just listen, please.
Is there where there is no killing in Biafra land or in Nigeria? There is killing everywhere. We protect our people as much as we can, and that is the answer.
Thank you, PM.
My PM.
Okay,
sorry, Mazi Bambon. Sorry, thank you. My PM, they will, and I don't have any question. I only want to say congratulations to the Biafra Republic government in exile, and of course the Biafran people for the great news that you just announced to us this very evening. I don't know if I'm the only one that heard it, because such news is so astronomical, because even when Biafra has not been declared officially, we have already, we have started receiving recognition from other countries, especially those from here in Africa, because they say charity begins at home. So I have no question to ask, because I follow everything happening within Biafra movement. So thank you so much, PM. Thank you for your great work, and big congratulations to you, and of course to Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra at large. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. And may God bless every one of you. In Biafra, we stand. Southeasterner, we cannot become. Nigeria, we are not. And it is freedom or die. Airborne to the Biafra Defense Forces. God bless all of you.
Airborne.
Here.
Airborne.
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 Let me remove this banner. There's a banner covering my face. Those of you that have joined this live space, thank you for joining. I'm very sorry for some of the break in transmission. It was as a result of some technical hiccups here and there. Thank you for joining this very live, space. And I was multitasking, handling the co-host and at the same time streaming with the same laptop. Normally, I don't stream on my laptop. I connect to the central media team stream link, but links were not very strong for me to connect to. I had to do that myself. So you can imagine what happened there. Anyway, it's quite interesting. I don't know. Let me see my comment section. We have a lot of people listening and watching. If there are some concerns you had over there, there are some things that the PM have already addressed. And some of the things PM addressed are some of the issues I have always been contemplating on, addressing, on my own personal broadcast. And the PM is so deep, so versatile, and you see all these issues are being addressed. We are praying every day that more troubles will befall the zoo, more wahala will come to their doorstep, more catastrophe will come to them. Let them Sharialize everywhere in the zoo. Of course, they can never Sharialize Biafra. That is the reason why you must keep supporting our Biafra Liberation Army. With the presence of our army, with the presence of Biafra Liberation Army, with the presence of our Navy, our Biafra Marine, they can never come near our territory. We must increase the power, the firepower of our army. That's very important. Let me tell you, look, if you think Nigeria will bow easily to us, no. They must continue to receive that fight. They will come. One thing that is surprising them is that we are able to resist them. The thing is shocking them. We didn't have this much resistance. All the people that sold out, those that sold, DOS, that sold ESN, do you know what they did first to them? They collected their guns. That's what they did. Go and find out from Amoteku. When the Yoruba people, the Oduduwa people, empowered Amoteku and gave them guns,
What did they do? They first resisted Amotekun and said they don't want Amotekun. They resisted it. And when they now agreed with Amotekun, what did they do? They collected their machine guns. They gave them, they allowed them to be moving around with them guns, so that they will be able to impose on you their Sharia, their system, and their everything. But in Biafra land, we have resisted them. We didn't give them the chance. They could not penetrate us, and they will never be able to penetrate us. You saw the last words, or you heard the last words of the Prime Minister. He said, Biafra will always be. Nigeria, we can never be. Southeast, we can never be. We are Biafrans. So we can never be Southeast. We can never be Nigeria. So what does that tell you? It tells you we will resist them to the very last man standing. And we're not going to have a last man standing. We are many. If they could not stop us, if they could not stop us during their genocidal war, if they could not stop us then, they cannot stop us now. They can't stop us now. So that is what the confidence that I have, the joy I have every day is that I am connected to what is going on. I am hooked up with the Prime Minister. This man that is at the helm of affairs, he knows what he's doing. He knows what we want, and he knows how to get it. It is one thing for you to know what we want. It is one thing for you to know the road that will take us to that place. It's another thing for you to know how to get that thing that you want. So many people know what we want, but it is not everybody that knows how to get it. I was chatting a very senior colleague today, a very senior colleague in the movie industry. Senior, who was very close to Peter Obi. In fact, he was championing Peter Obi. He was, the organizing master of Peter Obi. I saw him today. He said in his comment, he has joined PDP. And I chatted him. I said, please, Mazi, leave this thing. Nigeria is finished. There's no hope for Nigeria. There's no hope. And this man is an Igbo man. A man that said he had respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he's jumping after Peter Obi was robbed. As a claim, he said, of course we know he was robbed. He is now abandoning Peter Obi. He's joining PDP. So if they rob Peter Obi, is it PDP that you will have hope? You see them. And I begin to ask myself, how long will it take you before you know that it is time for you to join forces with what is going on? This is a very massive liberation movement, a very massive liberation team. If this particular Prime Minister cannot redeem Biafra with this determination he has, then we could as well kiss it goodbye and forget about it. I'm telling you, this is the only shot. Excuse me. This is the only shot we have, and this is the final shot. We are taking it, and we are getting the result. Believe you me. That's why the Prime Minister said, instead of him not to get this Biafra, he will become a beast. I was almost going to ask him before he rounded up, PM, right now you have not become that beast yet that you have threatened them you will become. You have not become that beast yet, and you are causing so much wahala to them. What will happen when you now become that beast that you have told them you become? And what did the Prime Minister mean when he said he will become a beast? It means that instead of this Biafra not to come, he will fire every cylinder and every shot he has. And for him to fire every shot he has, it means he will be ready to lose every blood in his body to the very last drop.
All right, thank you very much, my people. You have had it all. Of course, we have to be up and doing and stand our ground to be able to push what we want to power. Referendum is it? And we are voting. 2nd of December is the date. That has not changed. Let's look forward to that day, praying that Chukwuka Abiyama will grant our heart desires. That's it. Thank you very much for your time on this very good channel. God bless you all.